Precious Margarita Novella of the Treasure and the Most Precious. On the Stone, by Janus Lacinus Calabrum, Venice. 1604. Precious Pearl. A short story about the treasure and the precious. Because nothing on earth has its continuity. If God does not bestow His grace on this, such a history in all things, then I also begin in the name of Him who is able and able to accomplish all things. Once in the summer I walked Sparrow over a green little water wide. I found a lot of joy and joy. The birds in the green forest sang so loudly that it rang bright and clear. The sun shone brightly and clearly. Funny, I went further for the base. Pushed this wonderful thing to my attention. I found a garden that was beautiful and funny. It was already waiting with 7 gates. A fountain was flowing quickly outside. Help God, I thought back and forth. If only I could get into the garden. Or how can I come? The gates are very secure. I don't have a key to the journey. I stood and looked at the well. Now that I had discovered the fountain, I quickly found the key inside and unlocked the door. I then quickly went into the garden. From then on my friend started. I was happy to enjoy it. For a very long time I wasn't in the garden. I saw a man sitting in the garden, strangely decorated. He looked like Mercurio. He said to me, "What are you doing? Who brought you here?" Of course it didn't happen recently that I saw a person who found this garden. Because I am the only keeper. Anyone who doesn't know me can't come in. I've found a lot. I courageously answer him at the hour that I reached the bottom of the well and found the right key that led me to the right door. I also closed the gate. And I thank God of the hours. Then he said, this little fountain is a beginning of all metal that you can find in it, female sign and male sign hard. Rough type. Dispels the water quickly. It is so, believe me. The prima materia, I tell you. The right key of the wise, which they have sought so much. Whoever can now make this right may praise God forever. Rightly he leads me onwards and shows me to another place. The raw and green lion. Whoever doesn't recognize them both correctly will never have a happy ending. His effort must save him. He shows me the little room right. It was right in the middle of the garden. It was surrounded by 3 things. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't too cold. Warm and moist. Subtly varied. It was just decided. Aerially dampened, completely. Moral, incombustible. Perishable, vaporous, he calls it. Steady and digests well. It doesn't have to be too powerful. He wants to know it right. A wonderful thing often happens to me. That I fall asleep and don't wake up. A lot of time has passed. Which I then know quite naturally. Because they are waiting for me with all their diligence. I will then be beautifully received. Then he leads me to a plan. They were much more beautiful little horse stan. In full bloom, they were ours. Of colors. They were red and white. Then they had grown in the parade. I didn't find it any more beautiful. Rightly he spoke to the little horses that now stood here for you. There are no equals on earth for these little horses, white and red. Drive away illness and death. They must give way to them. Many have dared to break down the little horses of many artists, because they all failed in the rehearsals of the sophists. As soon as I looked at the little horse, I asked him kindly and said, to give the little horse one. He soon said, no, that can't be the case. You have to clean your hands in the water first. I hurriedly ran to the well. As I began to wash my hands, deep in the water, my ring soon fell from my finger. A beautiful ring of gold, so pure, soon disappeared into the water. This is how Mercurius laughed quickly. He spoke against no one's ring. I want to say the truth. Take the water home with you. And 1, 2, 3, 4, observe. You will benefit from it. Natural wait until the 150th also 6th have passed. I want you to be very modest. Then you will see what you have. And you will find it with peace and speed. Out of your ring with friends. In the end I advise not to pay attention to the whitish things I left in the garden. And call it my chamber, which was finally locked without burden. When you saw this, then I said goodbye. I gave him justice as he told me. I didn't lack trust. Rosaline splendidly and beautifully sprouted. Everyone fears God without giving up. Then their eyes will be opened. And they will meet the art without wavering. A philosopher has done it. Whoever now understands this should be careful. And thank God forever. The end.